We're on our own, take a risk now. Just let it go and go for them. I hope you know that my heart is yours. Never let go. Set amongst the stars out there, and let the beauty in your eyes let it well. Picture I've got in my mind, it's you and I.
Whew. All right, let me turn this music down. Hold on.
It's you and I.
That should be fine-ish. I think that's good. Hey, everybody. Welcome in. It is Hump Day, which is the most glorious of all days. So, welcome to our Hump Day edition of Star Trek Fleet Command's premiere live streaming service, hosted by a ginger with a beard. I'll be honest. I think the beard is, I don't know, might be coming to an end. The beard might be coming to an end. We'll see. I've not 100% decided. The beard might be coming. We'll see. Can you block out our sun? How you block us? What a name. What a name. Happy boot and loot for Incursions Day. Hey, that is actually a legitimate strategy a lot of alliances do. And I have no, or even a lot of servers do, and I have no problems with it. I have no problems with it. None at all. So let's get it in. How's everybody doing today? That's number one question. How's everybody doing today? And also, have y'all done the survey? I'll be linking it throughout the chat. Lord Ask, good to see you. Tahoe, good to see you. Did anyone contact Scope about nerf capital systems? There's been no changes to any capital systems. There's been no nerfing to any capital systems. Now, I will say, every now and then we do run into servers that are having individual issues with the systems, as in they're not getting something spawning that should be spawning, but there have been no changes, no nerfs to the capital systems. Welcome in order. Good to see you. Doing excellent. Done the survey. Thank you, Graduated. Please share it out and make sure everybody in your alliance does it. We're going to wrap up the survey tonight and then go over the results, and that should be fun. I will tell y'all, I don't know if this is a sign that this month is weak, but this has been the lowest response month we've ever had. I don't know if this is a sign that people are just that upset with the month, but it's been the lowest response month we've ever had. A beard in LA in summer is very itchy. It's not even itchy, Floyd. Like, I'm not itching from it. It's just annoying me. And I feel like I look 100 years older than I am. The rate is decreased dramatically. Not from Scopely's side, but you might be having an individual issue on your server, Shay. So we need to figure out what's causing that problem, if there is a problem. Definitely need to figure out what it is. Falcon, good to see you. Hopefully you're having a great day. Good to see you, Falcon. So let's see what else we got to do. We got a lot to discuss. And then obviously the incursion is going to be wild because, one, I want to see, have they removed dead base humping? I've not heard back yet. Have they removed dead base humping? So definitely ages you in a distinguished way. I just don't know if I like that, Graduated. I want to enjoy my youth while I still have it. I don't know. I'm torn. Hey, Fut, how you doing? Chad, good to see you. Welcome in. And y'all have questions about anything going on with the game stuff, throw them in. I do have to give a real big thank you real quick to SFC, SFC Gamer. I don't think that they're here, but they actually bought me the F-16 Fighting Falcon off my Amazon wish list. So thank you for the late Father's Day present, SFC. That was very, very kind of you. And we will be building this, I don't know when. Heck, I've even thought about building it today and doing like a really early Twitch stream, but I haven't decided. So appreciate SFC. That was very, very kind of them. Pac-Man announcement that base humping's dead. Cool. I hadn't seen that announcement. It must have been after, because I was dealing with yesterday, you had a server merge with 196 and 187, and they were completely locked out. So, oh, you're right. They did make an announcement. I did not look at it. So, good. Well, there we go. Still having the designated defending servers, base hits on old account in PvP, but base rating will. 6 new officers in subspace relay building added to the event store, and that means the 6 new officers, I'm assuming, are strike team. Strike team interceptor, strike team eclipse. That's a big thing that we've been pushing for. Hopefully the rewards get better themselves. Remove limits from the subspace relay pack, and the incursions event store will be up for longer. All right, those seems like good changes in theory. Where's the survey link? Mr. MD, I will be sharing it throughout the day. There is the latest share. So go ahead and do it if you haven't already. You know, let's get free Superhighways yesterday. Panda, there was an issue where that passed out. It wasn't supposed to happen. So my best recommendation to you would be shut your trap hole. Because you're not supposed to have that. You're not. I'm not trying to be negative Nancy. I'm just like, don't tell anybody. You're not supposed to have that. That was a mistake. That was a oopsie. And keep it to yourself. If you're one of the lucky people that had that spawn, enjoy it and be quiet. Be quiet. Don't say anything. I won't snitch if you don't snitch. Luna says, serious question here. I have 55 orange gems. Should I take 50 Voyager prints or unlock Kim? I'm 15 shards short, but Kim seems to be so useless and everyone will unlock Voyager. I mean, I've already said what I would do. You got to decide what you want to do. I've already said what I want to do. You seem like you're leaning Voyager. Go with your gut. If that's what you want to do, do it. But if you ask me, you already know what I'm going to say. So, everyone ignored the attack versus defend last time. It, again, as always, Joseph, it depends on what server you're on, right? It wasn't ignored when I played on any of my servers. It was active, but there are definitely entire groups that just ignore incursions. And that's a true fact. You know, mind what you said. I would pick the officer. And I've been very big on that for forever. I've always been officers first. So I'd pick the officer. And especially since we don't know what the sourcing for the officers looks like long term, I would pick officer. But that's me, because I know what the free-to-play path to the Voyager is, and I don't think the Voyager is something that you just need to have today. So, officers are forever. Voyager already has a path. But again, I understand too, like if you are saying, well, hey, I would rather get the Voyager earlier, makes complete sense. I get it. And there's nothing wrong with that. So then we got Superhighways, and I got a chest with last 18 shards for Fleet Commander Spock. Well, congratulations on getting Fleet Commander Spock. I am a long way away from Fleet Commander Spock. I'm a long way away. So I think I'm at like 80 out of 150 shards. We can go look in a second after I get my away teams set back up. But I'm quite far away. Charismatic, I've got William T. Riker. I don't have anybody for focus. And let's do a defensive officer. Do Spock. All right, we can't do Spock. Do ass. Oh. Good afternoon. My question is, have you heard of any scaling changes to daily event payouts? Nope, dailies have not are not changing that I'm aware of. The dailies are terrible though, and we do need to continue to push on getting those updated. In fact, let me shoot a message to a janitor who I know was working on some of those. Give me just a second. All right, just shot a message to one of the janitors who I know was working on some of those projects, and if I hear back and can relay anything, I will relay. Let's say Defiant Heart, thank you so much for investing here in the channel. Signing up to support is greatly appreciated. You know, I can't do what I do without help from people like you, so really big thank you. I mean, like this morning was an hour talking with game design and just reaching out to dev, you know, and helping out players. I'm not able to do that without people like you, so thank you. I really do appreciate that. Thank you for doing the survey, Gethsemane. Appreciate it. Are you ready for a spontaneous combustion? No, but that's a random question. That's a very random question. Kim will be like a second hull breach plus R4 plus. R4 plus. Where's R4 plus? R4 plus. Oh, my day's going well. Thank you, Hal. I appreciate the kind wishes. It's very kind of you. I said kind twice. Thank you, Bears fan, for doing the survey. Greatly appreciate you. We are, as long as I get, you know, if we do the stream today and we get 100 people just from the stream today, I think I'll be a little bit better with it. At least the people who responded to the survey, right? And then the Delta Quadrant hostile / mining loop had got a 25% F and 34% of y'all gave it a D. So over half of y'all clearly hated the new loop. So that might be why so many people are maybe not doing the survey. And Dale, there is no Comcast problems, but it's streaming fine. Not happy about rare officer sourcing this time for this part was a consensus on my server. I haven't gotten a lot of that in terms of the feedback yet, but again, this is also why it's important, Leonard, for people to do the survey, because if you are finding that on your server, they need to tell me. because I can't go to the overlords with feedback without hearing the feedback. So if that's something that we see a lot of, and what we're going to do is we take these surveys and we actually go through the individual responses and we key map all the words and we find out what the positive, negative sentiments are. And then I can take that to the overlords and like, look, I've got 1,000, 2,000, whatever people saying this is a problem and we need to adjust for that. So thanks, Edward. I appreciate it. I like the loop, especially if they reduce the rare cost. Now that is a positive, right? I would say that that is the refinery that's gotten a big thumbs up in my opinion in terms of a change. I've still got 6 hours before I can do my regular anomaly again, and I need to go grind to do more of these today, the Herogen Loot Exchange. But you got these both got updated, which is pretty good. Pretty good. So game was too simple. More complexity such as isolytic damage is great. Strong disagree with you on that one, MD, but I respect what you think. I think at the core, this is a mobile game, and the more complex they make a mobile game, the more they lose players. And that's what history has shown us, but that's also me. And Aaron Tal is in this Flash Pass. He's in the final milestone of this Flash Pass. So if you don't have Tal yet, you should be getting him this Flash Pass final milestone. That's where he's been every time up to now. And he's still in there when I looked yesterday. Now, I'm not really going on this Flash Pass very hardcore, but he is there. Unless they removed him. So. All right, let me get all these turned in from our refineries. Towers in the last milestone I'll be unlocking this week. Congrats, Caleb. Simple gameplay, complex combat options. Star Trek made PvP way too cookie cutter. I mean, the PvP in this game is very cookie cutter, but they've still not improved PvP in this game. It's still pretty damn cookie cutter. If anything, they made it worse with Strike Team, and that's sad because a lot of us wanted to be better. Is there a preferred Voyager crew for killing the 8472 biotoxin ships? I mean, I just use the, I mean, technically I actually run a mixed crew now, but I mean, honest to God, you can just run just about anything if you're using the Voyager. If you want to get as much loot as possible, you can run like 5 and then have like the Doctor below decks and combine 5 of the things, or you can just run a full Strange New World type crew and you'll do just fine, but you will get a little bit less in terms of resources. And it really comes to like a preference thing with how you go and run it. It's the Voyager is going to win. Like if you are trying to fight like a level 40 bioship, if you got a tier 3 Voyager, it's probably going to win no matter what crew you have on it. So more isolytic adds in a good wrinkle. I still disagree with you, MD. You're complicating the game way too much. And the majority of players have been very clear they don't want more complicated game. I mean, it's whatever to me because I'm here no matter what. But I don't think that they're making the game better right now. I think the game is getting worse. The game is getting worse in terms of mechanics. Now, there's a lot of cool stuff that's here that I enjoy. But as a game, it's getting worse. After seeing your video on Janeway, it had me wondering, is she an officer that as captain only works well, at least half synergy, or can you put her with 2 other useful officers? I like having her at least with half synergy. If you are going to run Janeway solo, I probably wouldn't run her as captain. I would run her just as an officer with like Picard, Beverly, Janeway. Good to see you, Sean. Next question, is there going to be a strike team for like, or against the triangle? Hopefully not, because strike team already is stupid. Last thing I need is more strike team. But I don't know of that happening, whether it does or not. I've not heard that. They've not shared that that's happening. We'll see. Hey, Tony, how you doing, man? Bob Lorca Khan with Dock Below is a great crew for 8472. Lots of loot, and I can hit several of the biggest ships I can war to. It's a good one there, Commander. Using a classic of criticals and hull breach, and then using the various resources you have to increase the, well, in this case, the rewards, but I was going to say rep, but rewards you gain. So, any greatest ship you don't have? Leonard, I see you all the time in my content. I'm sure you had other content creators' content. You've seen the ship. You've seen how it works. You see the loop. You see all the graphics that Scopely has shared. You tell me, man. I mean, I believe I can judge something without having it, as long as I get the information about it. But that's just me. Any news on the new Trek game? None, Matt. I actually need to shoot a message to their community manager again. I've not heard back in a few days, so I will bug them after stream. I'll bug them after stream. Hey, Solar Flares, how you doing? They need to let more stuff fall off as we go up in level. It seems like they just keep adding more stuff to every day. I agree, Nick. I agree with you. And again, we will continue to push that feedback back. I mean, but I agree. You know, all the greatness they did with the X-Borg research, which I still to this day think was absolutely incredible, they negated a bit with the way that they went and added this new loot. You know, 2 nodes and technically 3 hostiles. That's a lot to add for 1 loot. Thank you, Josh, for doing the survey. Can you remind me best crew for grinding Mantis hostiles? If you have Tau and you've got a 4-star ship, 5 Giorgio Tau. 5 Giorgio Tau. I'm gonna swap these out real quick. Let me find the doctor. Where is he at? Where's the doctor? Group. Because I'm about to go do some bioship running. Since we're talking about it, might as well run it, right? Swap you out for the doc. And then we need to go find Lorca. Swap that out. For incursions, will 92 be facing 93? Bobby, whoever you face in your XSLB is who you would face. Now, let me double check because there were several that are on break. Let's see. You were okay. 92 is having incursions this week, but I don't know exactly who the partner is. Like, I don't have that list just sitting in front of me. Whoever you just had the XSLB with last week is your partner. Patrick, good to see you. Shadow, thank you for doing the survey. I greatly appreciate it. So, whoever you just had, that's going to be your partner for this run. All right, G. Lorca. Where are you, Lorca? There we go. Ship C. Nice, Woody. Very nice. So we actually got 92 and 93 in the chat. That's pretty awesome. That's pretty awesome. And server 16 going against 26. I know we at 20 are going against 31, which I think if anybody from server 31 is here to confirm, or even server 20, I'm pretty sure we actually already went against 31 last year and lost. But we'll have to wait and see or go and check. Because I really don't remember, but I think we lost. I really do. I think we already did that and lost. Just wait and see. All right, let's run this. I'm going to swap this out for the Voyager. Let's go hit some hostiles. Hey, CTS, what's up? Did you say Mantis 5 Talon Georgia? No, I said a G4 ship, Mathers. I would not use the Mantis. Until the Mantis gets high level, it has like no cargo. The Tau crew that people use for Actian is with a 4-star ship. With a 4-star ship. So, let me fly out here real quick. Some of our grind on. 31-1. Oh, wait. Where's Hugh? Did I bring Hugh, y'all? I don't think I brought Hugh. Let's check. Missed you last time. Took a screenshot of your bubble station on my tour of 20. Very nice, Kata. Yeah, I mean, the problem with server 20 is we have a ton of players who don't care about shielding. It's easy to score a lot of points against server 20. I mean, really easy to score a lot of points against server 20. So, keep dreaming, Shadow. Oh my goodness, all the trash talk is beautiful. Y'all keep it polite and friendly, but I love the trash talk of players going against each other. I think that's fun. Just keep it polite. I mean, don't start insulting people's mothers, but it is fun. Any reason why the grades don't mark down for lack of officer sourcing? They do. You can mark down. If you think that that's a problem, you mark it as like an F. Completely logical, Robert. The positive sourcing is just a bonus. That's a bonus point. So it's just a bonus point. But you can definitely give it a negative if you think the sourcing is a big problem. Since the last update, every time I restart the game, it resets all pips and settings. Well, Floyd, that sucks. I would hate seeing all those pips again. I would absolutely hate that. That sounds awful. All right, we get Hugh off real quick. Not that I'm trying to ignore you, just trying to multitask real quick. If we put Hugh here, I mean, I don't necessarily need Tindy. I like Tindy, but oh, it ends up being a net, not much of a change anyway, so it's all good. I just want to make sure that I'm getting hull breach. So let's head back out there now. How is it we got teams with half crew for server 92, other half on server 93? Don't even know. I don't understand the question, Bobby. Don't understand the question. Congrats, Miss Lisa, on hitting Ops 43. When you go into 46? When you go into 46? Oh, Herbie, I don't know about in-game surveys. I've got a player-led survey. In-game surveys, I have no control over. I only have the ones that are led by us as players that we take to them. So, just mine rare and common when it's convenient. If you farm Herodian Hunters with your leftover health after hitting the highest 8472 revealed ships you can, you have enough bits to only need to do loop every 3 days. That's the design, is to only do the loop every 3 days, Kelly. The design was to only do the loop every 3 days and then do the big stuff every, like, once a week. That was how they designed it to roll out then. John, congrats on going level 46. I would really like them to speed up old content. I feel stuck in the early 30s because I have so much to do to keep adding more. There are a ton of specialty ships right there. Like an absolute ridiculous amount of them. And I agree, they've added a lot. It seems to be, though, that there's really nothing left to add in the 30s. Like if you look, you've got the Amalgam, the Mantis, the Defiant, the Franklin A, the Fuchsia, the Titan, the Cerritos, the Voyager. Did I say the Talios? I mean, they basically got everything filled. I mean, I'd be really surprised if they don't start having new ships that are in the 40s. The biggest reason they've been focusing on the 30s is that's where a lot of the players were. And a lot of the players are still there, but they are also leveling up. Even on some of the newer servers, they're leveling up. I think right now, like in our survey, the biggest portion of respondents in my survey are actually level 45 through 49, followed by 40 to 44. Now, granted, I'm a content creator, so, you know, I probably am going to have a greater group of players that are, you know, very active and working up in the levels. But of my survey, 75% of y'all are between the levels of 35 and 49 of those who've done the survey so far. So I think that that is something that we have going on. Just hit 38 with the last weekend's auction event on the road to 39 for camp event. There you go, Woody. See, you're getting real close to 40s. Luna powered level from 42 to 46 here. And got the Pilum instantly. Love it. Far better than the Valdor. It is a fantastic bird. What do I use Dax for? I don't. So to put it simple, I don't use Dax. She's not part of my Armada runs. Why does the 50% mining exocomp not work for concentrated Latinum? It does, Chad. But the Fuchsia has got such a ridiculously high percentage, you're probably not noticing much of a change. Here you go, Lloyd. Survey right there. Our Google form. And by the way, I'm not saying that, you know, those levels to say I don't want lower level responses. I definitely want lower level responses. And if you are in, you know, level 32 or 22, I definitely want you to participate in the survey and let us know your thoughts. So, does the Voyager research faction battle tactic works against FKR hostiles or when using an FKR ship? It works against FKR hostiles, Chad. So that research, I've got some flight time, so we can go take a look. If you come into your research tab, it's under starships. I'm working on Mantis hull plating, actually. If you come down here, you're talking about this one. This is fighting the hostiles. That's Voyager tactics. And then same with this one. It is fighting the hostiles. You agree with me about what, Shay? What size solo Dominion are you doing? 53, I think. So this is, I think I need to clarify. This is using Federation Klingon and Romulan ships, and this is increasing how much the Voyager does. I think I need to clarify that real quick. So this is like using an Augur Enterprise D4. This is against everything for Voyager. I need to clarify that. Strike team crews need to be sourced everywhere, or everyone needs them. They are sourced through Incursions, which runs once a month. Yeah. Get that salvaging research up. It's not low priority. My priority was Voyager cargo. So I got my Voyager cargo as high as I can, and my priority was Voyager bartering. So these were my two research priorities for Voyager. And now I'm working on this one right here, and we'll also be working on more of the warp range. So my priority was to get Voyager's cargo and bartering up as high as I could for my level. And also probably need to do some of this as well. but that was my initial priority. And now I am working on that exchange. I'm just a big believer in efficiency researches. So that's going to be, you know, the first thing that I typically do. And then after that, I'll go do more. All right, let's do a summoning. Where is the bioship? There it is. Don't need somebody to steal it. Afternoon, Romy. How you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you, Laromi. Always good to see some of our regulars. You can do the level 50 solos with my Valdor, Augur, and Defiant. That is awesome, JC. It's absolutely awesome. I think for me, one issue is I've not done a lot of them lately. Like, I've not done a lot of the, and it sucks, but I've not done a lot of solos lately just because there's so much content. It just, things get put on pause. Now, at the same time, I'm happy to kind of play second fiddle. So it's whatever, but. All right, what server are you on? Waiting a whole year is too long. I mean, for what exactly? And hey, John, I'm doing well. How are you doing? I am, ooh, freighter. Maybe we get really lucky and this freighter drops a chest as commerce insignias. Maybe we get very lucky. Cross your fingers, everybody. Cross your fingers. And there's the win, and nope, didn't get it. Rip a doodle dandy. All right, so I'm going to grind a few here, and then we'll summon another. And I actually need to do my warp range so I can go out a little bit deeper. I need to go to my warp range so I can do a little bit deeper. We get our music in the background stopped working, so I need to start playing some music again. Give me just a second. Wonder why it stopped. That's weird. There we go. No idea what happened there. Sorry, y'all. Who's against server 21? I have no idea, Serge. I don't have a list. You hate freighters, 8 kills and no chest. The drop rate is pretty low. It's 10% or less for the drop rate on that chest. But if you do get it, you're going to get commerce insignias, which obviously is a really big deal. So I'm going to speed this up real quick, y'all, because we're going to do some Voyager research. Really, I'm going to do some warp range research, but I also need to eventually do those Voyager special yummy superhighways. All right. Does the ISS Jelly event give you more than one person's BP server age of your level controlled or your level control? That's usually server age. It's something that Scopely needs to flip a switch on. And I don't have any information beyond that of how that works. And yeah, Pegasus, it's a low drop rate. You got to remember that the reward being commerce insignias is very valuable. So that's why the drop rate is so low. Don't save your love, your comments. Thank you, Lady Sierra. I greatly appreciate that. Everybody who participates in the survey, y'all are amazing. Y'all are amazing. Only got one chest from the freighters. I've gotten, I think, 2, but I also, not every day, but I do go from system to system. Just I hop in the system, see if it's there, then I go to the next system. So, you love your alliance. It's not perfect, but it's great. I'm a $20 battle pass player. That's awesome, Luna. I love that you're enjoying the environment you and your server have and your alliance has together. That's what it should be. These games should be community dominated, where that's where you find a lot of your fun and you enjoy it. I think that's fantastic. All right, let's do this to open up that first mission. But let's do this first. I'm just going to speed through this. So don't judge me. We'll get the first one in. What's my take on the stability of the game? I mean, I think overall the stability is fine. I think there are definitely problems. But overall, I'd say it's fine. I know not everybody's going to, I know there's plenty of people in chat who just heard me say that and are like freaking out. Like, it's terrible. And it really does depend on the person and their device and their client. And some people have a more stable game than others. I'll put it that way. Some people have a more stable game than others. And it sucks that that's the case. But that is the case. You know, like I, thankfully on both my mobile device and my PC, rarely run into a lot of issues. But that doesn't mean other people aren't having issues. And I never wanted to sound like I'm dismissing somebody else's problems, because I do acknowledge that they do exist. But it doesn't affect me or a lot. So it's finding out specifically what's causing that issue. All right, so there we go. Maxed out my Voyager salvaging per chat's request. And we're going to head home and also go do that Superhighway. Checking in from 126. How are we doing? Ian, I'm doing okay. How are you? Delta Highway, claim. And we'll just go unlock this real quick, use that, and hit this repair. Often 2 or 3 times in short order in terms of your crashing. See, I'm on a Samsung S21, and I never get that. And that's not a newer phone, but it's also not super old either. And again, not diminishing what you're experiencing because it is real. But device operating system is a big deal. And we just also have to acknowledge the fact that Scopely historically has not been great with a lot of these. They just have, especially if you're an Apple user. So, how'd you unlock the Superhighway? Did the research, Matt. So if you go into your Voyager research, now granted, I don't know what level you are, Matt. If you go into your Voyager research, this set right here, Delta Quadrant Analysis, is for unlocking the Delta Quadrant Superhighways. Thank you, Gary. I appreciate you signing up to support the channel, man. That means a lot. Appreciate you. Either they'll start adjusting the cost on ships. No, they will not. They will not be adjusting cost on ships. Shadow, that's very kind of you to say. I really appreciate that. You're saying that IA is not a fan of the fruit products. I don't understand the reference. Probably because I've already answered like 3 questions from what I just said. So I've now forgotten what I just said. I'm so sorry, but I don't get the reference. Just got back from Glastonbury. Missed out on Harry Kim by 1 event. Now figuring out the Cerritos. Finally left Ops 35, now 37. Hey, push your pretty self all the way to 39. Go all the way to 39. What are you waiting on? Go to 39. Oh gosh, the timer on that is insane. Your brain's cooked? Yeah, something like that. Something like that. So, something like that. Glastonbury, it sounds cool. I've never been to the UK. You play Bethesda games, it's pretty stable. See, I love Bethesda games. And like, I still play Fallout 4. My Fallout 4 still crashes. That game's been out 15 years. I love that game though, but it still crashes every now and then. That's the plan, but need a quick pit stop to save up for 39. Makes complete sense. It really does. That does make complete sense. All right, we're going to collect here, and we might also, since y'all are watching, we might steal some bioships if we see any laying around. All right, there we go. Mission complete and unlocked path. Oh, we got Voyager parts for that. I didn't realize we got Voyager parts for that. All right, so this has now unlocked this Superhighway path you see right here. And that's going to make my times even faster to these spaces. And then I can also unlock these as well if I do more of that research. Got pulled away, apologize. I really like that they made Tom Paris lower deck ability a thing for many reasons. I like Paris's lower deck ability. I like it. All right, so we actually, if we stop, I actually might be faster now. If I stop this warp and then, so if y'all saw, it was gonna be like a minute 55 from Atlanta. It's not Atlanta, it's Atana. But now I'm curious, how long is it now that I'm switching to using the Superhighway path? How much time does it save? About 40 seconds. 8 years for Fallout 4? Dang, I thought it'd been like 15. But still. Lisa, thank you so much for gifting a membership to the channel. That is greatly appreciated. The Lost City of Atlanta. I appreciate that. If y'all do want to support the channel, and if y'all want to support monthly, you can go to our merch store, $5 a month, and we get all that money, whereas YouTube takes 30%. So appreciate it, Victor. Welcome in. Glad that you support the channel. I love everybody being here. And now we've got our Superhighways unlocked, and we're going to be sending our Voyager back out. And going a little bit deeper now, because I just increased the Voyager's warp range to 285. Which, for comparison, just so y'all have a reference, my Pylum, which is a tier 6 warbird, she is a beautiful big warbird, is warp 210. My Voyager is now warp 285 as a level 46. Like, my ability to go out is only limited by my Voyager's strength now. That's crazy. It's really cool, but it's crazy. Those highways are wonderful. I have 3 out of 4, and warping to level 60 systems went from 34 minutes down to 8. So for those that also don't know, because if you're getting Superhighways here, these might feel a little bit new to you. But there are other superhighways. You can't see, or you can see them now, actually. The update made them where you can see them. But starting here in Rua, if you're level 53 plus, you get a research that gives you these superhighways, which allow you to get to deep space much faster. Much faster. So this is huge. And there's the other one that goes up into the deep space. The super deep space. Which is, you know, warp 200. Way out there. Hey, Q, good to see you. Now, Jock, which superhighway pass are you asking about? You asking about the ones in Dairy Queen space? Or are you asking about these right here? Which superhighways? You meant the level 60 DQ system? Yeah, this one right here. Yeah, this takes forever to get to if you don't have the superhighway. So the Delta Quadrant ones, these are the easy ones to unlock and lower level to unlock. They're available in the Starship's Research tab. It is this research right here, Delta Quadrant Analysis. Those are they do the research, and then you'll come down to the Voyager Refinery tab, and it'll be in here. All right, so I'm gonna, God, I want a triple pull so bad, but I don't have enough currency to do that. And I can triple pull this. There's another 3 summonings. Gosh, that's tempting, y'all. Let's repair this first and foremost. I would like to go to 39, but the output in the refinery is no bueno, just my opinion. So the refinery now is significantly better than it was just a year or 2 years ago. The big thing is events are the primary way you get your resources in this game. So that's kind of where you need to focus it. Like, where are you spending your ticket events? Like, where are you putting your focusing your energy on it? And that's going to be the prime way to get most of it done. That's going to be the main way. So, you use Bakar, Bev, Talon with Hugh below for heavies, but now I can cut out Bev and use Data with Tom below, and in theory perform better. I guess in theory, you could. But he is a fantastic officer. Don't get me wrong. I love Tom Paris. I do think that he needs a couple tiers, though. But he's a very good officer. And then you have the Doctor, who's slightly better because he stacks. And the stacking is nice. I like stacking. The cumulative builds. So, as a new person to doing Armadas, what are the Solar Armadas? I'm not finding them anywhere. So, Bobby, not sure what level you are, but Solar Armadas start at level 35 with the Dominion faction. So, or the Bajoran faction in Dominion space. They're up here. The first one available is a level 35 that's in Rockin'. And you start that with your Bajoran loop right here. That reminds me, I don't think I've collected Bajoran in like 3 days. Yikes. You missed the loop from the Doctor. This is true. I mean, there's pros and cons, right? There's pros and cons to it. And I'm not telling y'all to replace the Doctor with Tom or vice versa. You just got to find out what's working best for your game, right? What's working best for your game. I need to pull all these, though. Before I forget again. Jem'Hadar Systems, solo cruisers. Yeah, I mean, if you watch my video that I put out yesterday about Janeway, I soloed a 46, a Dominion solo with an Enterprise using the Janeway crew. That was a solo Armada where you can use 3 ships. I just used 1 to show off how the mechanic worked, but that's set up to where you can do that. And in my opinion, it's a fantastic mechanic. Do 3 ships. The only real negative I have to say about the whole loop, because I think this was a good loop, my opinion, is we need more docks. Specifically, free-to-play need access to that first paid dock. Or a new free dock has to come out. That's my personal opinion. We just have so many things that require, like, when I go out and do Dominion solos or even Borg solos, and like I'm really trying to do them, I go out and I've got my 3 warships, but then I've also got the Discovery for when I need to summon one back if it dies. I've got the Cerritos. I'll bring the Titan. And then I've got to have the Defiant there, whether as an active ship or as a booster, if I'm trying to punch up as high as I possibly can. We need more docks. We need more docks. I think that's a big issue right now for a lot of people. Oh, I need to go do rares. Let's see, epic. We can do a baby one. We'll do a baby one. Because I'm not going to do them all right now during stream. And I can continually pull these because I get so many edicts now from using the Defiant. So I get plenty of edicts. I needed these ship parts. But Surge has 8 docks. I've got 7, I think. I think I've got 7. Yeah, pretty sure I have 7. So, all right, and I don't need really anything down here right now, so I'll worry about that later. Get my independent credits. More docks equal need for more viable crews, which can also be a problem free to play. Yes and no, cool, because I would say that depends on how you load out your docks. Like, a lot of my docks are loaded out for, like, I've got 2 dedicated mining docks, so they have no below deck at all. It's literally just mining. You know, and then you've got these hostile crews. Well, if you're doing your Mantis run, everybody should have Strange New World. Like, if you do your Mantis refinery, which we need to go do that today as well. I do my Mantis refinery every day to get my Syndicate XP. And then also I'm upgrading my Mantis. But more than that, if you're using your Mantis' ability, you get this every day. Are you using your ability? Are you using your ability? And this is one of the best sourcings in the game. And that's going to give you one of your hostile ships right there. And then you've got a more annoying but still effective looting setup with officers here with the epic and rares. Now this is only 40 plus, but there are some good sourcings depending on where you're at. A lot of old stuff has terrible sourcing, and that's a really big problem. And when I'm saying old stuff, I'm talking about, like, you know, the Trinity officers and the Next Generation officers, and the Discovery officer loop is not that great. And honestly, the lower decks officers don't feel as good as they did the day they come out, because we have better options now. We have better sourcing through Strange New Worlds, where even though we have the Cerritos and it feels great or fine or relatively fine, it's not as good as it used to feel. So I admit I hate doing Actians. Is there a way to do it without the Mantis? I use my Pylon, Tony, and I don't remember what level you are, but I use my Pylon, and that allows me to pretty easily finish it. But I don't remember what level you are, Tony. 3 miners, 1 disco, 1 X-Borg, 1 for dailies, 1 Talios, etc. Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying it doesn't get complicated. It definitely does. It definitely does. So hopefully nobody feels like I'm not trying to diminish anybody's experience. Oh man, I forgot to do these pulls. You can tell my brain's really been struggling to stay in it lately. All right, here we go. I'm gonna do these. I'm just sitting on a ton of currency. I'm gonna save that last currency for the next time this rolls around. Even though I'm gonna miss it this time, I'm gonna save it for the next time. What to use instead of the Mantis? If you don't have a 4-star ship, then use the Mantis. Then use the Mantis, my friend. All right, let me get all these pulls in before I forget again. I also need to do away teams. Y'all don't let me leave this and not do my away team pull. Get my corn arm. Pylum, 5 GG Tau. What level system are you grinding in? The 49s. And you don't even need the buffs. You just take your Pylum, put that crew on it, and go hit the apexes. Go hit the apexes. There we go. Epic Armada directives. That's what I wanted. You can use a Talios if your Talios is high enough, Ordrin. My Talios is only tier 6. Who sent me a message during work time? Oh. Okay. You're Tony. Well, you're level 49. Damn, you went up 2 more levels. You were just 47. So you would use your Pylum. That's what I do. I'll do it after we do our Voyager here. I'll show y'all me using it and how effective it can be. But remember, this is something that is a 4-star mechanic. I guess in theory you could... No, I wouldn't even try it with Defiant, Talios, Voyager. Not unless you're higher level. Because at tier 3, they're not going to be able to do it. So... Same with the Valdor tier 7. I max out my cargo of 4 to 6 kills. Exactly. You need that extra oomph that you get from a 4-star ship. Like the extra hull health, the better DPR. You're going to need that. So Talios is tier locked at 47 to tier 7. So the Defiant and the Talios both are right at the same. So like my Defiant can't go past where it's at right now. Tier 7, I've got all the parts done, but I need to be level 47 to get this. And Talios is right at the same. I think it's also tier 7. But I'm tier 6 right now, and I'm a fresh tier 6. So, yeah, no part. All right, so yeah, I can make it all the way to tier 7, and then I'll be locked. All right, so we'll see what else we got. I really love my Talios having a speed crew on. It's amazing. I think the Talios is a fantastic example of a ship done right. It is useful in every space of the game. While not being the best ship in the game, it's useful in every space. PvP, You can use it for PvE, or you can use it for its loop, but it also is not overwhelmingly strong for a PvP ship. So it's not better than the Pylum if you're a level 46 player, but it's still a very viable ship. I think that is one they got right. I wish they would scale more of their new things that they create around how they built that, because I felt like they did a really good job with the Talios. I really do. I feel like if they did more things like the Talios, you would have a much better experience for players getting these new ships and less complaints. Best thing about the Talios is you don't need to scrap the Vidar to get it. I do love that as a mechanic. It does really, require people to max out their Vidar, but I do love that you can simply get a mission and then there's your new ship. And you don't have to go through the convoluted scrapping process and lose a ship. All right, let me check all my stuff. And what's today's Battle Pass event? I don't think I did yesterday's. Oh, it's away teams. Fantastic. Fantastic. If I did yesterday's, I don't remember doing yesterday's. So. Away teams. Yeah, I hate away team Battle Pass missions. They're the worst. Here, my son is banging on my door. I'll be right back, y'all. Oh, sorry, y'all. For those that don't know, I've got a 6-year-old autistic son. He's a handful, and he's currently going through a really rough stage where he's being very aggressive, very violent, very destructive. So if you have any kids, you know what it's like. If you got an autistic kid, then you definitely understand what it's like. So I'm back. Sorry about that. When do you need to do your away team pull? Thank you, because I literally forgot about it. I need to go do it now while I was in the pull. All right, so let's go back here. Away teams. I'm going to pull 2 core in our blueprints. You complete the storyline events and haven't received the rewards. CFin, all I can really say is, did you put in a ticket? Because that's not like a known issue, but things do happen to individual players, mess ups in the game. So if that did happen, then we need to find a way to, one, verify what exactly happened and get a ticket number, because I also can't really push anything up for y'all. Not that I would never not push things up, but for me to escalate something, I need to have a ticket number as well. So something to just kind of keep in mind, that if you want, like if you contact customer support and you don't get a response, it's been days, they're not helping you out or whatever, content creators and moderators can try to expedite some tickets if it's been time and nothing's happened, but we still need tickets to do that. So no matter what, go make a ticket. And if they don't help you out, we'll see if we can help you out. Also, a shout out to Miss Lisa. I'm adding it to the board up top. Thank you for supporting me and my family. I really, really do appreciate that. And I just added it in. I'm sorry I didn't respond to it earlier. Chair's back on stream. Chair was here momentarily, but now I'm back. And we are out here with our Voyager. We're going to hit a 43 now. A little bit stronger. What level do you have to be to see the level 42 ships in the away team store? You need to be level 40 and have 80% of the rep. Level 40 and 80% of the rep. All right, we pretty easily handled that one. Let's see. Let's just do a quick comparison. How many rounds does this go? It went 6 rounds. And how long did we go against these? 5 rounds. Only added 1 more round. Not bad. All right, we're going to do a quick scan. Anytime you come to these, y'all, look for these freighters. I'm not saying you have to go hunt them like that's all you do, but if you go to a system, look for a freighter. Look for a freighter. It's Lisa. A heart right back at you. Appreciate you. Have tier 4 Mantis. What crew shall I use to ignore the buffs? What do you mean? I don't understand the question. What do you mean ignore the buffs? Because you definitely want to, if you're using a Mantis to grind in Mantis space, you want to get the 3 buffs. And no chest there. You definitely want to get the buff. Hey Mark, how you doing? Do you have a video on the best way to use Strange New World Una or to not use her? I mean, the only way to really use Strange New World Una, there's 2 possible ways. One is full synergy with the Strange New World's crew, and that's using her as a sidecar for Strange New World Pike. The second way is she is used as what's probably considered the best speed crew in the game right now. Claw as captain, Huron on the side, and then Strange New World Una on the other side. That's like the fastest speed crew that's currently in the game. I'm not a real big Una fan. I don't really care. Like, I don't use her for anything, but she does have uses. Like when I do my PvE, I use Himmer instead of Una because at least Himmer is giving me a bonus versus traders. So Una has two uses. She can be used for synergy in a Strange New World hostile hunting crew, and she's part of the speed crew. Because I don't really use the speed crew often, it doesn't really matter to me. But if you are somebody who uses a speed crew, maybe you're out there with your Talios and you're trying to hunt OPC, then Claw, Huron, and Strange New World Una is like the premier speed crew right now. So the Nova BPs show up in the away team store. You can get Nova BPs from hostile grinding, level 53 plus freebooters, for example. You can get Nova BPs in every faction store, all three faction stores. They have not added the Nova or any 5-star ship to away teams that I'm aware of. I know there's no Corvus or Vorcha. I don't remember if there is a Nova in an away team or not. I'm sure one of our high levels can speak up real quick. I'm pretty sure it's not, though. But you can get Nova BPs from hostile grinding and from the various three factions. So thank you, MD, for the confirm. Hey, I was pretty sure. Honestly, I could have just gone and looked at my other account. You know what? Let me go look real quick and see what's in my away team store. Give me a second. Let me look over on this other screen. Away teams. Scroll. All right, let's see what's here, because this has got 4-star, 4-star. Yeah, no 5 stars at all. No 5 stars at all. So there is no Nova in the away team store. I know that sucks. I agree with you. It sucks. But I'm just here to pass along the information. Ooh, another freighter. See, just going system to system. This is how I do it, by the way. I go system to system, just kind of looking around. And right now, if we just happen to get one that drops a chest, that's awesome. Ordrin, who is in the chat right now, he is a real glutton for punishment. He's been out hunting them. So his field training, what is it, Ordrin, that you said on your field training? You're like 5,000 already. So my field training is only 100 out of 100,000. He's already hit 5,000 on his. Ordrin's been like cooking it. He's trying to finish that field training fast. So 5,200. Wow. That's nuts. Speed crew Pan, Navi Huron. Well, yeah, Chris, that is a speed crew, but we're saying that this is a faster speed crew that we're using with Strange New World Una. That doesn't mean that you can't use another speed crew. Ooh, I haven't done a 43. Let's see how we do against 43. But that is a speed crew that is like really wildly popular right now for those who utilize speed crews. Hey, and we did it. How many rounds? I was worried about that 8th round, because this gives me 1,500 and only 4 rounds. So I actually did pretty well using this crew. And we'll just summon another, and we'll do that again, because if I do that a couple times, I'll be able to afford the triple pull. Is there a better crew than PMC for Jem'Hadar hostiles? No, not if you're talking about like 51 and below. The only one that comes close is the Janeway crew. That comes close. Voyager field training came out when this month launched, Bobby. For the beginning of June, Voyager field training. But if you are going against the Jem'Hadar hostiles, Strange New Worlds works strong. The Janeway crew is also really good if you've got full synergy Janeway against them. But Pipe Road Chin is good. Like if you're fighting an Explorer, it's going to be the best. Why not Scopely keep providing hijack ships for rewards if we're limited on their operation? I wish I knew the answer to that, Jesus. I really do. Apparently, some people like them, maybe? Question mark? I don't know. I don't care for them, obviously, but you keep doing it. Are you still planning on updating camping videos? I am, JK. I am. Pan and speed, and also the one I talked about? Yes. Full speed. Hey, Hank, how you doing, man? Good to see you. Good to see you, Hank. Always a pleasure to see all of our friends coming in. Oh, SFC. Guess what I got in the mail today, SFC? I thought about even starting tonight's Twitch stream earlier. SFC, guess what I got in the mail? We got a chest. Oh, it's a bio ship. Never mind. I got excited for no reason. I got excited for no reason. I thought that was a freighter. Hank, thank you so much for gifting a membership. You didn't have to do that. I appreciate you. Thank you, Hank. Thank you. SFC, look what I got in the mail. F-16C Fighting Falcon. The D, they actually have the D version of this. That is the 2-seater. But F-16C. Really thought about starting our stream tonight early and building that with y'all. Shout out to SFC. That was very, very kind of them to get that for us off our Amazon wish list. I'm more than halfway to grinding out a Kelvin, almost halfway to grinding out the Hydra. Congrats. Congrats. Are you going for the Hegta? I'm not. I mean, I'll pick up the Hegta, but I'm not like grinding for it specifically. Well, right now my focus is the Coronar. But the truth is that's a, a very expensive, very pricey acquisition. I mean, you remember that we're talking about something that costs 1 million faction credits. So even if you're using away teams, that's going to take you a while to be able to pay for. So no, I'm not focusing on the Hegta. Do we have to summon the assimilated scouts in the Delta Borg token systems? You do. You do. So if I go in the galaxy right now, come back over where this is at, and I wanted to say go to this system. You know what? God, I really don't want to waste my summoning juice, but I can go there and show y'all what's in it if you really want me to. I actually found a rare node in the level 60 Voyager system. I've been really lucking out. I get rare nodes in FSEP 3819 all the time. But yeah, I find the middle systems are easier. People are either in the first system or the heavy spenders are in the last system. So, but I guess I can go here just to show y'all what's in there. But you do need summoning juice to pull the hostile in there that drops the messages so that you can get faction credits. So I'm going to recall. We're going to head back home. I'm sitting on enough resources to triple pull my Tomorrow Herogen, and I got another 4,600 biotoxins, and that will give me enough. Oh no, it actually won't give me enough. But I'm OPC, and I'm really worried somebody's going to OPC on me. So I'm going to go back, I'll drop off, and then I'll come back and do some more. I've decided on skipping G4 epics, and I'm getting the Corvus and Vorcha instead. Cheaper and more valuable long term. I agree, Josh. They are. They are definitely more valuable long term. I'm not saying don't get them though, because if you're going to have fun and you think fun is acquiring ships, or you do have fun acquiring ships, then go after the ships. But truthfully, it's not one of those things where you have to get them. Like, you're not going to hurt your game. You're truly not. You're not going to hurt your game if you don't get the 50s. But if it's for a fun reason, like you just want to get them because it's fun, then get you the epics. But just know the cost. 1 million faction credits, even if you are a spender, even if you're free to play and doing everything you possibly do, that takes a long time to acquire. So as long as y'all are aware of that and you plan accordingly, go there. I will probably end up picking up a Tribune just because I will have the faction credits by the time I get there, and I'll pick it up on the way. Because my primary goal for a 53 is the Vorcha. Because, I'm a Klingon, and it's like one of my favorite ships in the Star Trek canon. And even though the Corvus is a great ship, I'm going to focus on getting the Vorcha first. So, how can I mine in Delta space faster? Tokens are slowing me down. There is no faster there. You need the tokens to get in. So it just kind of is what it is. Oh, look at this poor thing. I can see through her. This reminds me of, like, you ever played the game Star Trek Bridge Commander? Because it's from the early 2000s. It didn't have damage textures inside. You can just see through it. That's the same thing. Like, come on. Y'all couldn't have, like, put together some textures inside the hull that you just have me staring through? Because literally I can see through the butt of the Voyager. Clearly the ship is not operational anymore. Ugh. Like, come on. Just, like, put some basic textures inside. Am I really asking for anything crazy? Am I? Just broke 100 BPs for the Tribune from away teams, mostly doing it out of spite at this point. That's complete. Look, Kelly, that makes sense, all right? I have nothing against that strategy at all. None at all. You go for it. Get it, girl. You got this. That ship had several hull breaches. Yeah, I know, right? Like, come on. Just, like, do a basic texturing. Give me something somewhere. Don't just have a ugly open hull that looks like from a video game from 20 years ago. Because that's what Star Trek Bridge Commander is, about 20 years ago. And that's exactly what it was like. Still a great game, by the way, but graphically outdated. Are you going to do a state of the game video this month? Probably not, Yesh. I'll be honest, man. Like, and if y'all couldn't tell, because people have come up to me about it, so I guess I can't really hide it. I'm pretty frustrated with Scopely. Just not about anything specifically. It's just more of like a fed up thing. And it's not even a in-game stuff. We're just kind of fed up with busting my tail to do stuff for them, promote their game, work on the game, and just getting nothing in return. And I'm not talking about in-game stuff. I'm talking about like going week or two without communication, and just, I'm tired of doing all the work. So I'm sure I'll get over it, you know, and I'm specifically talking about things like the state of the game. I talk to game design. There are 2 people I talk in game design every week, and one I talk to basically every day. There are multiple people in ops who run the events that I talk to every week. But the community managers, I mean, y'all think that they don't talk to y'all. Crap, I barely hear from them. So, give me a shield on the interior would be cannon, the interior force fields, closed hole breaches. I agree. Like, just have something there, right? I think it would make it look better. I mean, I'm not ghosted. This is just how they are. Like, you'll go days or weeks without ever hearing from anybody directly. Like, you'll still see post everything, but anyway. Are you going to push for an epic officer 2vix? Every officer that's coming out in Voyager has already been created. So there's nothing to really push for. Every Voyager officer that's come out for the arc as a whole has already been made. So they don't make them like the month before. Usually when they're making an arc, so for example, Voyager, that was being worked on, 4 or 6 months ago. So now there are mechanics that get worked on like up into the date, so to speak. But the overall plans and like who's going to be where is done months in advance. Rev confirms 2vix. I didn't confirm anything. I'm just explaining how things work. Underdeck burning coming? I hope not, because it would break hostiles. And I've told them as such that if they do underdeck burning, they're going to break the game. And I know as some players are going to think that's cool, but I don't think it's good, because I think they actually, I just gave them some beef earlier in the stream, but to give them some positive, one thing Scopely has done well is adding in variety and parity to new hostiles that have come to the game, to where it's not just cookie cutter. You actually have to think about what you're doing. You can't just fly out there with whatever and win. I like that. I like that. How to break the game? One answer. Tau. Technically other answers too, but Tau. The ability to take away the need for the burning officer to be on deck means that you can multiply Tau a lot with other things, and it's going to create a lot of problems. But I like how the new hostiles, the damage, the firing patterns they set up, there's a lot of thought that's gone into them that's made them better, in my opinion. So those type of things I think have been a fantastic addition. All right, let's just, come on, zoom. God, I wish this thing flew faster. It's the fastest warp ship in the game. I still wish it flew faster. Yo, Q, thank you for the $1.99. I appreciate it. I appreciate that. Are they doing another Tau Flash Pass? Right now, yes. If you go to the final milestone of this Flash Pass, you will notice Tau is there. Right under Odo. There's your final 10 that you need. So if everybody's been doing their Flash Passes, this is Flash Pass number 4 that will give everybody Tau complete unlock, assuming you've been doing all your stuff. So assuming you've been doing your stuff, you're going to have Tau after this week. So congratulations, everybody. If you've been free to play grinding, you will have Tau unlocked this week. We'll do this. Join. I always forget these. Join. It would be nice to get the stuff from Picard Season 3. I agree. I hope they revisit it. Will the overflow be updated, or was this intended? To my knowledge, how it is set up in the overflow was intended. I don't know of any changing happening. The main focus for Scopely right now is on Incursions starting tomorrow for the APAC region. My incursion is on Friday, and we'll probably do some video on Friday. I've thought about doing a special YouTube live stream on Friday for Incursions being live, but undecided. I might just do a regular video because there's a lot of video to catch up on. What level of acting should I be hitting with a tier 4 mantis? Pretty lower level, 37, no, 38, 39s. Depends on what crew you're running, honestly. Depends on what crew you're running. All right, we can do an upgrade real quick. Really want to upgrade that, but I need... I thought I already claimed that. Hold on, y'all. Give me a moment, chat. Oh, I forgot it costs that. That's stupid. All right. So I need to go grind more Herodians to make up for that expense. I forgot that was a thing. But I can upgrade my warp drive now, which would take me to 295. I'm at 285. So I'll sit on that, but we need to send it out regardless. We're going to send it back out to where we just were. And do some more summons. If you die with all 3 exo buffs, they stay on the ship. You can repair fast and hit a bigger system, especially if you're keeping them refreshed. This is true, Chris. If you have the tokens. You have the tokens. Yeah, I know. The Shrike and Changeling Vatic. I know who you're referring to, Shadow. And I would like them to add that in. So when they were making Picard, they did not know that that was... They don't get the details of all the storylines. But I would love for them to revisit that. If the PvP event from last Incursion is coming back, can they lower the milestones a lot? To my knowledge, they're not lowering any milestones, but I can try to follow up and ask. Try to follow up and ask. All the graphic people are working on new currencies. Well, consider this a hint. Lots of new currencies coming. Yay. Hey Kevin, how you doing? You know I can't tell you how many are coming. You know I can't tell you. I can't answer that question. It's a new arc, so by definition it's new currency. Yeah. You know, I'm regretting not doing that one. I actually researched real quick. I'm curious. Oh, I gotta do my Hydra video. I completely forgot about that. Actually, since I just got some more currency, can I actually do the next Superhighway? I'm curious. Or is it going to take me doing my pull later tonight from the anomaly? Nope, don't have enough. I only got 51 out. I need basically 1,000 more. Okay. So I'm a good ways away from it. Also, why don't we reuse this graphic? That annoys me. I might be weird, but this really annoys me that we reuse that graphic. Like right next to each other. Why do we reuse a graphic? Like this is a reused graphic, and I'm okay with it. That's whatever. Like this is a reused graphic. But why do we reuse one that's right next to it? That annoys me. Like there, look, like the ship maintenance division. That's a reused graphic. That's cool, but it's not right next to it. What's the advantage to having the Delta Quadrant Superhighway? Speed, yes. The Superhighways greatly reduce the speed it takes to get to various systems. So this will. I mean, you see, it takes me 6.5 minutes. I would go from 1 minute to get to Velixis to 30 to 45 seconds to get to a seal. So it'd cut off, you know, a good 3 or 4 minutes of my travel. That's just for this one. If you're traveling to the level 60s, I know Draco was here, Ordrin was here. This travel time is naturally like stupid high. Stupid high. To get out to here. So... honestly, don't mind more currencies as long as they're qualitatively useful. I mind when there's a lot of currencies. It's one thing to have like 1 or 2 currencies added, but it's the same reason that a lot of people dislike this month's arc. The new mechanic isn't necessarily bad. It's just convoluted. It's annoying. People understand how it works. They see it. It's just annoying to go through all these steps. People get frustrated with all the amount of work they have to do. So... and I understand that. Hell, I'm in the same boat. I get frustrated too. Your ships have, do your ships have to be in dock to use exocomps for faction rep? Yes, you do need to be in the dock and then activate the faction rep exocomp. Ooh. Ooh. All right, this one doesn't do what you think it does, but I wish it did. You would think all the obsolete currencies would negatively impact performance. They do. They actually do negatively impact performance. They do. So, let's see. How realistic would it be to hope Scopely will someday give us a way to convert unused currencies to something useful? I wouldn't be very hopeful for that. I would be hopeful that they allow me to simply remove them, maybe even transfer them to Latinum, but I guess my face kind of says it all. I guess I'm not very confident in that. Like, I would love that. Like you. I think that would be great. But, yeah. Impulse or shields, chat? What do y'all think? 2 more impulse or shields? Which one would y'all do? Got my Voyager Warp 440. Almost 100 further than my North Cut. Going to explore some new systems. Awesome, Aaron. That is a fun aspect of this game. The exploration process. All right, we got 1 shield, 1 impulse. Another impulse. Oh, we're tied. Oh, all right. We got another impulse, 3 impulse, 4 impulse, 5 impulse. Now I got another shield. Really close. When will they let us scrap extra ships like hijack? There are no plans, Surge. Impulse, impulse. All right, impulse looks like it's going to win. Impulse is winning. Early. We can't add a poll in YouTube. That's a Twitch thing. All right, we're doing impulse. Chat has determined we're maxing out our impulse. That research is now maxed. I'll recall that. And now we can turn in all of our reputation events. Well, not all of them, just levels. Impulse 1. Thank y'all for playing the Determine How Rev's Account Grows game. Greatly appreciated. Quote Top Gun, we feel the need for speed. We do. Impulse equal less screen time. I love the way you look at things, Jesus. That actually is a great way to look at things. How does it make the game better? And something as simple as less eyeball time makes things better. SFC said plain. SFC, you saw it earlier, right? Did you see me show it earlier? Did you see me show it all, earlier? Yeah, it was one. I'm on my last level to max it out. So. I'm on my last level. All right, we're back in the system. Voyager cargo has jumped. Thoughts on mining with a survey? What tier is your Voyager? That'd be my next question. What tier is your Voyager? My Voyager cargo, when I run my cargo cruise, like 120,000. It does get better. When you're building it, I thought about doing it today, SFC, like starting tonight's Twitch stream earlier. So, but I haven't 100%ed on it, but I thought about starting tonight's stream earlier. It's either that or Saturday. Yeah, saving time though, impulse is nice. All right, we got another 1,500 there. And I think I've got a few more summons in, so we'll just summon away. By the way, if anybody is interested in, because if y'all have been following my content, you know, I'm really into these Lego builds. It's through a company called Kobe. If you're in the US, go to warbricks.com. I have a 5% off coupon code if y'all want to check some of the things out. But a big thank you to SFC, who purchased this F-16. So I'll show you where it is on the website if y'all are curious. Again, this is completely optional. It's a fun thing that we're doing together. Where's the F-16? There it is. So shout out to SFC, who purchased this for me off the Amazon wish list. It's a very nice late Father's Day present. But warbricks.com, and I'll either build this today or Saturday. We'll see. But you can get 5% off if you use the code RevDeuce. I don't get a kickback from that. This isn't me promoting something because I get paid. I just generally enjoy nerdy stuff like this. And I'll be putting this together. This will take me about 2 to 2.5 hours to put this together. And I think it's really cool. It's good quality. And again, that 5% off code is not like me getting paid. That's just, I think it's cool. And if you want to do fun stuff with me, then you can save a little money while you do it. So, you ever build the P-38? Not yet, Wicked. It's on the list. It's on the list. It's really, I'm excited. I've got the P-38 sitting right over there. So, are you thinking about camping at 47,746? I'm not, Kevin. Not that there's any anything wrong with camping at 47. I'm just answering the question directly. Yeah, Hugo, I'm actually trying to work with this company to pick up blue bricks and be a retailer for them. The real key is how many people are using my code on their website. What they're doing is they're judging how popular my community is with building bricks. And if it's enough, then they will reach out and try to get the Star Trek Lego stuff that is being built over in Europe, bring them over to the US. So, and yes, Josh, we do preach camping at 49 here. I even did a video on it. I don't know if you saw it, but I did a video on camping at 49. Back to work. Nice, SSC. Thanks for dropping in, man. Always good to see you. F4 Phantom and the FA-18 are the greatest military jets out there. Respect. The F-18 is available on the site. If you, again, it's completely optional if you want to build with us. But Kevin, if you have something specific, shoot me a message and I can ask them. I've got the owner's phone number. Like, that's how interested he is in, you know, what we're doing and, you know, just fun. I've got their personal cell number. So if there's something that you want me to ask about, I'll ask. You have the link for the UK? So I can ask. I know they don't ship to Canada. I don't think they ship to the UK either. But if you're in the UK, these sets are on Amazon. I know that. So, what's your favorite warbird in Star Trek? Or honestly, we're gonna slow path this because we're gonna look for freighters on our way home. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna look for freighters on our way home. Your goal is ops over everything. Everything else is easier at higher ops. Ooh, strong disagree with that, Chris. Strong disagree. My favorite bird, what era, Josh? Like World War II would be the ME-262, which I've actually got right behind the green screen that I'm looking forward to building. Looking forward to building. So, guess what era? But yeah, Chris, I strongly disagree with that. But I understand that, you know, some people play like that. The game is actually by design set to get harder when you level up ops, not better. But that's, again, this is what is your play style too, right? There's no wrong answer. It's just play style. Why are you not using Janeway crew with your Voyager? Because I'm going for loot. The Janeway crew works great, but this crew also works great. And I'm going for loot. So I want to have 5 there. I think P-38 is great. B-17, I want a B-17. That's my favorite American plane from the war. P-38 would probably be second, then the P-51. The Corsair is tricky because Corsair is technically World War II, but also Korean War. So we need a downloadable Outlook appointment calendar that has all the refinery reminders, etc. Wow, Ryan, that's some hardcore right there. I can't be doing Outlook calendars, but I'm sure as a businessman, as a businesswoman, you use a lot of that, and that's cool. That's cool. Metal, I think it's pretty awesome that your dad flew at a B-17. That's really neat. P-51's your favorite? Doug, I've got one. Doug, if you're interested, I can show you the P-51 from this company. If you're interested in what it looks like. That's actually the first plane we built, was the P-51. Ops 46, double 1 bill. Romulan Klingon lock today. Should I start grinding Fed or just call my 4610? You're done. I'd grind your Fed. That's what I would do. I would try lock that Fed. Definitely. All right, give me 1 second. It's literally behind the green screen. Y'all better not leave and bring me all your Star Trek questions. See, look at Don. Look at Don. All right. So because you're interested, let me show you real quick, Doug. And again, you can go to warbricks.com, just use my code, and you can get this 5% off. But here's the P-51 build. Yeah, we actually did this on stream on Twitch together. I love that they come with little nameplates, everything, so you can identify them. Very well constructed plane. I enjoy putting together, you know, working flaps. Cockpit opens up. You got your pilot. I think it was a really well done little piece, and these aren't ridiculously expensive. This one's called the Rose Marie, but that was the first one we built. Yes, the wheels work, all that fun stuff. They collapse inside. Then the one I'm looking forward to building is my personal favorite from that era, ME262. So there you go. There you have it. I have now shared with you my nerdiness. Please don't reject my love. Used to build our aircraft? Really? What kind? That's really cool. Let's see if we find another freighter. I'm looking for freighters. I can't get the window and pane on this stream. Can you not do that on live streams, or is this feature just not working? Honestly, I have no idea. Not that I'm not trying to be helpful, but I truly have no clue. No clue. Dad was in the U.S. Marine Corps and deployed on aircraft carriers. Nothing like feeling the jets take off from the flight deck. I've never been. And you want to know if they have aircraft carriers? They do. 1 second. Now, I know they have World War II aircraft carriers. I don't know if they have any of the new ones, like the most recent ones I've just rolled out. But two I do know they have is they have the USS Enterprise, which I really, really want. But as you can imagine, ships are expensive. They're big. But why's my green screen acting up real bad right now? I think that helps a little bit. But here's the USS Enterprise, the CV6. And by the way, Iron Fister, there's your little, this might be Wildcats, F6 Wildcats. I can't really tell because they're so tiny. Yeah, it looks like those are supposed to be little Wildcats. But here's your Enterprise. And it is a total of 2,500 pieces. So this is part of their ships. They've also got the Graf Zeppelin, which was the German aircraft carrier that never got built. It got started, they got laid down, but they never finished it. So anyway, just a little fun stuff like that, since y'all are nerding out with me. Moment of respect for the undefeated F-15 Eagle. F-15 Eagle's also there, Doug. I mean, again, if y'all are interested in this, go to warbricks.com. My code is RevDeuce if you want 5% off. And also, if you use my code, a big thing with the code is a tracking thing, so that they can see how interested the community is. And if y'all are interested enough, then we can start requesting them to pick up things. So, yeah. You're growing your beard to look like you? Well, thank you, Obi. That's very kind. A super care before super cares were a thing. Yeah, the Graf would have been, no offense to the Americans, and this speaks to why I was so ambitious and why it never got done. But had Germany created the Graf Zeppelin, it would have been the best aircraft carrier of the Second World War. But again, it never got done anyway, because a lot of things that Germany tried were grandiose. I mean, hell, if you think about it, this is a literal fighter jet. First ever fighter jet in the world. Germany rolled it out in 1944. Too late to do anything. They were already getting their butts kicked. But that's really cool. Okay. You say the Borg token systems have hostiles that are faction credits. So, Scott, if you go to the Borg token systems, like this one right here, Misalup, you have to summon a Borg hostile that will drop messages. You have to use your summoning juice, though. I can show you what's in that system if you're curious, but I don't use my summoning juice on that system. I don't use my summoning juice on that system. Rev just found a side gig. Well, that's the thing, Josh. Like I'm just being honest with y'all. That website I'm pushing you to, I don't get paid. Like, I'm just a hobbyist who managed to get a coupon code and would love to get Star Trek stuff in the States instead of ordering it from Europe. I don't get paid. I don't know if they want to pay me, fine. I'm not going to turn them down. But I didn't go to them and say, hey, pay me and I'll promote you. I'm doing it because I legitimately enjoy doing this with y'all. It's fun. So. The ME262 is so cool. A company is scratch building replicas today with modern engines. Had no idea, Doug. I want one. I had no clue. Messages for independent faction credits or RFK. Correct, Scott. And I'm personally not a big fan of that because it uses the same summoning juice that you need to do with your bioships. So tons of us are interested, and you can stream more things and something that doesn't aggravate you. It's very true, Josh. I will say that in terms of like making money though, this is where like the donations and ads come in because they don't pay me, but it is fun to do. And it gives more content that I can do with y'all, which is great. The only thing that does kind of bug me is different models are different scales. So that can be kind of annoying. Like one will be, you know, 1 to 48, one will be 1 to 32. But all right, we got a freighter in here. I'm just kind of running around trying to find a freighter. What other Star Trek questions y'all got? I mean, I'm here for also talking about history because big history buff. In my standardized testing, and this is going back like 20 years ago now, but my standardized testing in high school, you know, I don't know how it was where you grew up, but we had to pass a state exam to pass high school. If I remember right, I had the second highest grade on the standardized test for history, tied for second highest. So history has always been something I'm very interested in. Very interested in. Hit me with your Star Trek questions, ladies and gents. I'm here for them. For a few more minutes anyway. We have been streaming an hour and a half, but I do want to get as many things answered as I can. All right, we're flying slowly on back. Come on, next system. I just need freighters, man. I just need some freighters. I'll open these boxes, see how many I get of the Corrosion Hunter relics. Only 2,800. See, I need more of these. How's my rep grind going? I mean, decently well. I will admit it slowed down. Got a freighter. My rep grind has slowed down because my goal was to get the Kelvin and the Hydra. And I now have that. In fact, my Hydra is building right now. And new video coming soon. Maybe. But that was... I wasn't... Because the rep grinding part, I'll admit, has been boring me. Like just going out and rep grinding. But... I need another purpose now. And of course, didn't get a box to drop, but I did get 1,800 of the relics. Saw the Janeway video. Does that put the Enterprise back at the top of the ships list? It's pretty damn good. I'll say that. I mean, you're in a unique situation with that, but yeah. And real quick, I wanted to see on the ships that they have, if they happen to have, the Akagi aircraft carrier. They need to get that back in stock. I just want to see if they had any modern aircraft carriers because people ask. They also have the RMS Titanic, which obviously people always like. But in your opinion, is month 3 of this arc looking good? I'd say it's looking convoluted. Very much a theme for Voyager stuff. Convoluted. If it's good or bad, y'all will have to determine when y'all see it. And I'm not trying to deflect from the question. I'm really not. But I think a lot of things are good. But at the same time, the work and the level of detail going into some of these things is very clearly aggravating certain players. So, you know, it's I'm not trying to be negative. I'm just trying to be honest, you know, that there are definitely people right now who are struggling with some of the excitement level because of all the stuff that you have to do. And I get that. I really do. So. Don't mention the Titanic. Hey, look, I know all that stuff went down, but I got no control over that. I'm just here to have fun, build ships and tanks and planes and play video games, and all that craziness is what it is. There's always something going on in the world. Hell, there's an entire war that's been waging in Eastern Europe for over a year now. So guys, Scopely are focusing on reducing the grind this year. I mean, they were. They're doing so well. Nakavasha, good to see you. They were doing so well, right? And then they've kind of backtracked on some of that. And I don't think that it was like a backtracking because truth is, I talked to the game designer who did a lot of this month, and he genuinely thought that people were going to be excited about this and it was cool. I'm like, no, it's just too much. I've not watched Strange New World season 2 yet. No, time has been an issue. Dang, no OPC. No OPC? Are you OPC? Oh, you're a Valdor. Text battleship have 3 different scales. Nice, John. Oh yeah, and if y'all haven't, do the survey. If y'all haven't, we still need people to do the survey. I need at least 20 more people. So if you're watching right now, I need 20 people to go do the survey. How excited are you for the next arc? Not much. Not really. Like, I don't think it's going to be awful, but I'm not excited. Again, you got more convoluted stuff. So maybe the convoluted isn't as bad as this month. But convoluted can take good stuff and make it a bore. So. Appreciate you, Lucian and Art. When you close the survey tonight, Gordon, after tonight's stream, we'll close the survey. That way we can actually start breaking down and getting into all the responses. Let's see where. Whoop, almost lost my chat. We need more likes on the video. Well, thank you. I guess I could do it under another email. I mean, if you have multiple accounts, I'm okay with people doing it multiple times. If you're giving a opinion of a different account, I'm cool with that. But I don't want people to fudge the results either. But like, I play at every level bracket, so it can be very useful to have that knowledge and, you know, bring it back and kind of give very perspectives. Because honestly, if you are level 30 and level 50, you're going to have very different experiences with this month. And if you're the same player, but you have those both of those accounts, and your opinion is just as valid as 2 people, right? What previous arc would you like to see again? The lower deck arc I'd like to see again. That'd probably be the first one that comes to mind. The anthology arc. Lower decks and anthology probably the biggest one that comes like directly to my head that I'd want to return. When I join the rep events and the daily events, am I spending anything to join? No, you're not, Mike. It's just a straight join. Just a straight join. Will there be any stay of the game? Probably not. No. Probably not. Not even gonna say probably. There won't be. I've honestly gotten so tired of trying to hunt them down to make that happen. There won't be. Not that there shouldn't be. There just won't be. I get tired of hunting them down. Will they do another Voyager arc after this one? Are you saying like next month? I mean, July is Voyager, yeah. They should have SLB groups based on money spent. Yeah, you can imagine that wouldn't go over very well. You can imagine that wouldn't go over very well. But I mean, I get as a free-to-play or a light spender, that makes definitely a lot of sense. Like, oh yeah, that sounds great. All right, I normally hate doing the triple pull, but I'm going to do it anyway because my name's Rev. And I wanted to see how many ship parts I could get. I want to see how much I can upgrade my Voyager now. I do want to upgrade Voyager. I don't really care because it's such small amounts. Who cares about 150 gas? And ship parts. We did that. Let's do the warp range. Let's see. Shield. What gives me the most hull health? 7 and 17. And all right, so this one is superior. We can actually, I need to do a weapon though. Let me look at the Voyager's weapons real quick. Because hull health is only worth it if you survive and can punch back. So let's see. Voyager firing pattern. I don't have it memorized. Firing pattern is 2-3-2-3-2-3-4. So we have that quantum torpedoes are big kinetic. Then it fires 4 times every 3 rounds, starting in round 3, 6, 9. So I'm gonna do that one, and then that's it. There we go. Did you do the 225 research boost? So Scott, I am currently at warp 295. I'm currently at warp 295. Thank you, Universe. I appreciate you participating in the survey. I really do. Thank you for that. Hey, Brigadier, how you doing? Also appreciate y'all doing the survey. Let's see what our numbers are up to. Still need about 10 more of y'all, just so we can hit our bare minimum numbers. We have very low responses I mean, I'm not sure how many of y'all can get more people to do it today, but like the EU people didn't really do it much this time around, so they're clearly frustrated. I'm missing about 30% of the responses compared to last month. And I think that kind of speaks to how people feel right now, sadly. But either that or my content has gone down and people hate my content. Hopefully that's not the case. So let's see what other chats we have. I don't want to miss anything. I like answering everybody's chat. Scopies to stop releasing new content, let players catch up. They can't do that, Pegasus. Not possible. They wouldn't make any money. So they would never be allowed to do that. I wish, though. I wish. Was watching the Ashishas. I don't know what that is, Brigadier Jones, but cool. Hope you enjoy it. Whatever that is. Just did the survey. Thank you so much, Baba Yaga. I appreciate you. Let's go in here. I need to do my away teams because if I don't do them now, I guess I do have the stream with y'all later, so. Don't complainers respond more than positives? Usually, Kevin. But for it to be such a stark drop, my brain wants to tell me it's got to be something else. It's either that or people just are tired of my content. Watch a video on faction special ships. Think I'm convinced to skip the 42 ships. Am I crazy? Not crazy, but I would still recommend getting at least 142. Specifically because of the solo armadas and everything. I would still recommend getting at least one. Let's zoom out. So our Voyager is pretty much done for the day. But we got some pretty nice... Wait, did we get any research that we could do? How much currency did we get from that? We didn't get anything from that, did we? Oh, cricket. Never watched it, honestly. Yeah, we don't get anything from doing the bio chest. But in 5 hours, I actually can pull the solo anomaly. This one. In 5 hours, we can pull this one. As you can see, I've done my research for the artifact rolls. So when we get this, I'm going to have to go mine some common anomalies, but I've got the tokens. So I'll swap my Voyager out for my cargo crew. And we'll go out and do that. Hey, Fenders, how you doing? Who's over for tonight's stream? Appreciate it, Looney. All right, y'all, we've been live over an hour and a half. Good bit over. We're going to wrap up because I do need to get some stuff done. I appreciate all of y'all. Thank y'all for doing what y'all do, for being who you are, and for supporting me in the stream. We'll check y'all tonight. Remember, Twitch, if you haven't joined already, is completely free to use. Doesn't cost you anything. Come hang out with us over there. I'm a little bit more of myself. And y'all let me know, tag me in Discord. Do you want me to do an extra Lego build today? Do you want me to start today's stream early? Or do you want to just wait till Saturday? Because I do have multiple things to build. I got P-38 playing, got the Messerschmitt playing, got a couple tanks, got this F-16. Y'all let me know in Discord what y'all want. We're going to start on Twitch tonight, 7 p.m. Central Time, no matter what. But if y'all do want to do a quick build, we can maybe start a couple of hours early, which would be around, like 5 o'clock. So y'all let me know in Discord. Appreciate y'all. Live long and plunder. Stay safe out there. Hit the like button on the way out, and I'll catch you a little bit later today. Thanks, y'all.
An even better outro than the intro. For the Empire and glory to your house.